Welcome to the Jesse Tree, day 11. Today is about King David, and the matching ornament is the one with a slingshot and some stones. Today's story is a very well-known story from the book of Samuel from the Old Testament. It's the story of a little shepherd boy called David, who later in life became the greatest king in Israel's history. One day, David brought lunch to his 7 brothers who were on the battlefield defending Israel against the Philistines. David arrives and hears the giant Goliath making fun of the Israelites and God. Now, Goliath was the Philistines' greatest and strongest warrior. And he thought he was more powerful than anyone, more powerful even than God. Everyone was afraid of Goliath, and nobody wanted to fight him. But believing in the power of God's protection and courage, David, the small shepherd boy, volunteered to fight Goliath. We read in 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 45, David shouting to Goliath, "You are coming against me with a sword, spear, and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the Israelite armies." Goliath started walking towards David. David reached into his little satchel bag and took out a stone and placed it in the slingshot and shoots it at Goliath. It hits him in the forehead, breaks his skull, and Goliath falls face flat down on the ground. Without a sword or an army assisting David, he defeats and kills Goliath with a slingshot and a stone. There is a saying, with God, all things are possible. David dared to fight Goliath because he knew God was on his side. David trusted in God, even though he didn't think he and everyone else didn't have a chance to win against a giant. Now, I'm not suggesting today or any day that you go out with a slingshot and stone and start throwing them and hurting people. That's not what I'm suggesting. But learn from this story that we do need to trust in God. David trusted in him. We need to let God be in charge because with him, all things are possible. Dear God, we thank you for the shepherd boy David who trusted in you so much, he was prepared to give up his life for you. Please help us to love and trust you with all our hearts, because with you, all things are possible. Amen. I'm going to put my slingshot and my stones on my Jesse tree. I'm not going to use one today, but I'm going to trust in God, and I'm going to see you tomorrow.